Oh my gosh, you're here!
Welcome to My Chatbot Life, where chatbot marketers share high-converting strategies in this new conversational marketplace. Each week, MKJ introduces you to bot builders who are just like you, a little techie, a little markety, and a whole lot of geeky. Buckle up as Chatbot Mom enjoys another journey into My Chatbot Life.
Hey there, my chatbot lifers. MKJ here, and by now, if you've been listening to this show or watching the videos, you know that there's a question that I always ask at the end of every interview. And I hope you've been thinking about that question for yourself, because that's what it's intended to do, is make us think about the kind of life we want to live. Yeah, this is my chatbot life, not how do you build a chatbot. We definitely talk about those things as well, but really this is a life that we're creating in an industry that is exploding. So that's my purpose in that question. And my next guest gives some pretty interesting answers to that question. I can't wait to introduce you to Mr. Pat Friedel, or as he's known in Facebook, Al Friedel. Yeah, if you want to know why his name is Pat, but his Facebook name is Al, go ask him. Don't ask me. I'm frustrated every time I think of Pat and I start to type Pat and I can't find him because I haven't typed Al. So anyway, there you go. You can ask him about that story and I'm sure he'll tell it to you. But anyway, I will not hesitate another minute to introduce you to really one of my favorite people. Everyone, it's really amazing. Everyone that I've talked to is one of my favorite people. This is an amazing life. Yes, it's exactly that. So here comes Pat Friedel and I talking about his chatbot life and how it has absolutely evolved. So hang on, here we go. Hey, so chatbot tribe. Yeah, that's who we're talking to. You got to meet my good buddy, Pat Friedel, or also known as Al Friedel. Maybe we can get into that too. But this guy has been thankfully in my world for over a year. I know that. I don't remember how long ago it was that we met, but I just cannot even believe that I'm lucky enough to have this guy in my world. So,
no,
Pat, seriously. So tell me this, tell me before, because you are such an amazing tech guy and bot builder. Your brain, I mean, I swear they're going to, if you donate that thing to science, it's going to advance our human civilization beyond belief. So what did you do? What job did you do immediately before you discovered chatbots?
Immediately before? Well, I had quit my day job because I'd had a piece of software that we developed that we were working with Teespring on. And I don't know if anybody remembers Teespring. It's still kind of a thing.
Yep.
But I had quit my day job from that. And then I was riding on that and kind of had started going into local marketing and doing some lead generation and all that. And that's kind of when I kind of started seeing the ads for Bot Academy and, things like that. So I kind of just, started looking at bots and I thought, man, this is really cool. And so had just been doing some basic lead gen before we started diving into bots.
And before that, you were software development.
Yep. Before that, I was software development for about 20 years. All kinds of things like front end, back end, doing websites and things like that. So I'd worked for, Vin Solutions, VML, a lot of different large companies and all that, like living the cube life. And, it was nice to quit.
Yeah, definitely. And then start doing local stuff. And then chatbots just like dropped into your world. What was it that attracted you to chatbots?
I liked the ability to just do everything with conversational, nice conversational flows. I've always done very, odd things when I was doing development. And, chatbots kind of fit in because it's not exactly, there's a lot of tech, but then there's also a lot of sales. And I'm one of a few nerds that actually likes to do sales. So it really kind of appealed to me. So having, the conversational side along with all the tech.
Yeah, the development and the nurturing to the conversion, right? You could see where you're going pretty quickly.
Right, right.
Whereas in software, you could be developing for years and still not know.
Yeah, you just, in classic modes of conversions and lead generation are just kind of, everybody's gone, almost everybody's mobile, nobody reads emails anymore, that sort of thing. So you gotta get in some other way. And this is the way forward.
Yes,
At
I
least for
agree.
a good while.
For a good, I mean, because it's going to expand. It's obviously not going to just stay on Facebook.
Well, Facebook's going, opening up WhatsApp and all the other avenues. So yeah, I'll be excited to see what else they open up.
I know, and the other platforms that are going to jump on this bandwagon since they see the success that Facebook's having with it. Other ways, and I keep pushing for Right Message. Right Message is an amazing tool that you can put on your website to change the content of your website based on what a subscriber has subscribed to in your email list.
Yeah.
I can't wait to have that and have my website change based on what a subscriber has subscribed to in my messenger list or my Twitter list or wherever the chatbot's going to take them next. It's going to be amazing. So so you probably didn't have to change your mindset too much, or did you, when you were doing this local marketing stuff and chatbots kind of, came into your frame of reference, into your sites? Was there any kind of a mindset shift you had to make to be able to grasp onto this whole conversational marketing thing?
It took a little bit to kind of figure out how to go from, sending people to, lead forms or landing pages and get them into a conversation. And, I know there were a lot of crazy, weird growing pains when Messenger first came out, and there was JSON ads and all, trying to get everything to work right. So I think it wasn't a huge shift. It was the big shift was actually getting clients on board and showing them what it could actually do, because there's a vast majority of people who still don't know. And when you say, hey, you use Messenger, right? And they go, yeah. And you go, okay, well, this is basically doing that, but it's fully automated to give you customers. And then you still get this dumb stare back because they just don't know. And so it's really, you've got to make sure you evangelize it properly so that you can get the clients on board and start driving that traffic. Because we have, and it's weird because we have some clients where landing pages still outperform Messenger, but then by and large, Messenger outperforms everything. So once they start seeing those leads come in, you get the buy-in, like, well, we'll try it out. So then you get the buy-in and you start sending that traffic and they start getting those leads, then they get real excited.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah. Especially with just that interaction. I had a conversation with a client today who he knew he kind of wanted to use bots, but he still wanted to think about it in terms of email. Right. Because he still had he had already perfected his email list and the communication that he has via email. And he knew that sold people. I mean, he's making, well over $100,000 a month.
Right.
His email list. And so he keeps wanting to put his email copy into the bot and do it that way. And so it was a fight just to get him to understand, no, this is, and so we had to do a split test just to show him that. We took his copy and I trained him on how to do the ManyChat thing, how long the messages should be, how many type and delays, blah, 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 buttons. And he still was doing long stuff. And then we did our own translation of that and had them side by side. We did a 50-50 split. Said, okay, we're going to test both of them. Well, gee, I wonder which one worked better.
Yeah, I love being able to split test it. It's great.
Yeah. It's amazing.
I still need to take your copy course and figure that out. So I'm not good at, I can edit copy, but I'm not good at actually coming up with the copy. So yeah.
It's believe me, this is not this isn't just watch a couple of videos and watch me consult with somebody. This is like, people have told me it's basically like taking a college course. It's pretty heavy. So that's good. I love it. I'm hopefully teaching people something. So you create chatbots for clients, right? Not just for your own business. You do that too, but specifically, you're an agency.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have multiple, chiropractors. We've got some med spas. We have real estate agents. We're doing bulk real estate lead gen. So we have quite a few things. We're actually going to be diving into the insurance niche here pretty quick. With another client coming up on that. So it's going to get exciting, and we're going to be, and they were actually pretty forward thinking. They know they want to dive into bots because they've been kind of seeing things happen. And so they're excited about it, and, they need somebody who can do it. And I think that's me.
But yeah, so I think when I first met you, that was the thing that I realized initially, is that you are definitely a lead gen kind of guy. You are bringing in the leads from wherever you can capture them. You know a lot about that. Cold messaging. I mean, you were doing stuff with, when we first met, there was a project you had been hired to do where you were being paid per lead coming in. Do you remember that?
No.
There was something that you were doing that you were like, I'm almost done with this. I can almost get out from under it. And I keep thinking it was insurance, but maybe it wasn't. It was something where you were actually being paid per lead. And you had this project set up where you were creating this system to generate leads. And I'm just like, whoa, this guy's, got it covered with.
If that was over a year, I'm not going to remember that.
I don't know, but it was something where that was what you were doing. And I'm like, okay, great. But yeah, you do. You understand how lead generation and cold leads and all of that. And then not only that, through Facebook ads, and I know you do that too, but not only that, then you can take them into the bot and nurture them quickly.
Right.
To that conversion. And that's this client that I was talking about a minute ago. That's the number one thing we've seen. Our messenger sequence that we write for this medium gets leads to the conversion faster,
right,
than his long copy in the bot.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, people don't want to, again, they're mobile. They don't want to read a big wall of text. They'd rather interact, be quizzed, give their opinion. Everybody loves to give their opinion. So we, in our bot copy, we typically ask a lot of wide open questions and let them just type and then, respond to it that way.
And so you use platforms and programs like Dialogflow to manage that, to do AI, or do you just?
We started doing, we kind of dove into Dialogflow for a bit for the real estate stuff, and it just got to where it was too cumbersome to handle, just because people have questions or they want to do, they want to type in a lot of different things, and then you've got to train Dialogflow to do it. And we've actually removed almost everything like that from our bots, and now. For instance, like when people come in for a real estate bot, and everybody's first, everybody, has these ultimate realtor bots that they build, right? And they're exactly the same. They always ask you, like, how many beds do you want? How many baths do you want? That sort of a thing. And it's like, we've actually gotten it down to basically 4 questions. Like, are you renting or owning? When do you want to move? What's important in your next house? And that's the big question. And then what's your time frame? Or where are you looking? So we have a few there, like 4 or 5 questions, but basically we stack them so that no matter what they answer, it'll flow easily. And the big issue, the big one is tell me what's important in your next house, because what you want in a house and what I want in a house, 2 totally different things. Yep. It's not the number of beds and baths. It's like, I want a big yard with a fence, and I want a 3-car garage, or I want a 2-story, something like that you never know to ask. And if you just let somebody riff on it, then you'll get a whole lot more information, and it flows a lot better than just pushing buttons.
Yeah, definitely. So then do you go in and look at that data, look at what they typed? Do you just send it to a Google Sheet? What do you do?
Well, all of our leads always go to a Google Sheet. We always basically, the way we work it is that we send the data to custom PHP code that I have that processes all of the information, like scrubs the email, scrubs the phone number, and basically make sure that we have a consistent, valid data format. Then we shoot it over to Integromat, goes into Google Sheets, and then it goes into the client CRM and other things like that. Or, depending if it's a realtor, most of their CRMs are on Zapier, so we do that, and just push the data that way. So it always goes into the CRM, and then the agent gets it as well. So it's always good.
Yeah. So here, one of the things that I got to say is that you come up with ideas, you come up with templates like crazy. So do you actually wait for a client to come to you and say, hey, I need this solution for this thing, and then you build it? Or do you just like wake up at night in the middle of the night going, ooh, I could do this?
Kind of both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had, kind of like the template we did for our giveaway stuff. We actually had a client come up and tell us, well, we need to do a contest so that we can get people to buy tickets to these shows for this one venue. So I'd seen some stuff on giveaways and all that, so I just kind of built my own, and then we templatized it, and we've been building on it. Now we got this monster version. As far as stuff like birthday marketing and all that, we've got a birthday template that I've built out, and had some people want to white label it and that sort of thing. So we've modified it and extended it and things like that. We're getting ready to release a little update on that one, but there are a lot of different things that, I have lots of ideas on the whiteboard of, like, ooh, this would be cool. And some of them are stupid. Some of them might really do well.
Yeah. You never know. But if you don't write them down, you can't distinguish between the stupid and the really well. So you got to at least explore. Yeah. That's the thing I love. I mean, you have come up with so many different things. So do you think that it's part of your software development background that has allowed you to come up with these scenarios and come up with these designs that work really well?
I think probably. I'm originally like a mechanical engineer. That's how I graduated. And so I think doing that got me the analytical background to kind of like map things out and plan things and say, okay, how is this going to work? And then kind of, build more of a framework as opposed to one-off type things. But, it's nothing that nobody else can learn. Or it can't learn. I mean, they can very easily pick it up and it's just a matter of training yourself to be analytical like that.
Yeah. But it's some people, their brains just work that way. And that's why I say, I think your brain just works that way. And when you think of things, you see them in that flow, you see them in that design mode. And that just allows you to get there faster. And that's because I had to teach myself that. I didn't even know anything about mind maps. When I started doing chatbots, it was like, ooh, you know what? I would prefer to like see it all in one flow and see where it's going. I didn't know that before. I didn't have any of that experience before. It just was like organically, I went, oh, probably it would be easier to do this. And then it was like, oh, everybody else knows about mind maps too. It was totally different, but that's definitely a benefit to be able to think that way. And let me tell you, you have helped me tremendously. And I'm going to definitely be putting here in this information, probably in this video, because there's a new video software that I'm really having fun playing with.
What is it? Is it Windows or is it Mac?
Nope. It's not. It's neither one. It's it's like a replacement for Vimeo and Wistia and YouTube and the whole thing. So
cool.
I'll tell you more, definitely. It's launching very soon. So, but in there, I want to send people to your Braintrust, to your templates, because those templates.
I don't have the sales page up yet.
Doesn't matter. By the time this gets out, we'll have something. We'll send them to it. We'll be able to send them to something. Because those templates are crazy amazing. That viral giveaway template, I swear, I cannot wait. You've got it on the God Quotes page. Mm-hmm. All we've got to do is hook it up to the, create an image and, get all that stuff ready. And, I just, come on, it's got to work.
Oh, I know it will. It works if you don't mess with it too much. We've seen some of the people, fiddle with it and get results, and then you just leave it alone. It does great. So
exactly.
Just unpack it, launch it, and then start making money.
Yeah, let it go. Let it do its thing. Stop playing with it. Yeah, definitely. We've had to slap a couple people's hands.
Yep.
So, all right. So let me get you to the end of this puppy. And sometime in the very, very, very distant future, way in the future, a long time from now, someone is probably going to be writing Mr. Pat's autobiography or memoirs.
Doubt it.
I think they will. And when they do, imagine they are writing this. What would be the name of that book?
Really?
Yeah.
That would be the name of the book.
Okay. Really?
Yeah. Really?
Big question mark.
Really? Yeah.
Really?
Really with a question exclamation. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. And who would write it?
Oh, maybe somebody like Norm Macdonald or Dennis Miller.
There you go. Yeah. I think Dennis Miller would be a really good candidate.
Yeah.
Definitely. And so besides the word really, and maybe that is your answer to this next question, what would be the quote that they say you lived by?
Mm. Hold my beer.
I swear. I knew I was going to be laughing at this part. I knew it. You are just going to, yeah, really? And hold my beer. No, I don't think it's beer. You drink other things.
Well, scotch. Wine.
Okay, yeah, hold my scotch.
Yeah, hold my scotch. Yeah,
hold my scotch. I like hold my scotch. Yeah. Well, sir, I really, really appreciate, really? Yeah.
Really?
I so appreciate you getting on here with me and giving me your time. I know you don't do a lot of these kinds of things, but I really do think you have some incredible wisdom to give. So let me ask you really quickly before we stop.
Sure.
What do you think so far is your claim to fame in building bots? What do people know you? Yeah. What are you most proud of?
Well, my current templates that I'm going to really come a long way in how I develop the bots. But one of our early bots was our Riva real estate bot that we did with dialogue flow and all the bells and the whistles that we found out that did not work. So, but we dove in, we built this thing, so that really got us into the bot space. And now with just everything else that we've built, I mean, we've done just so much with building out the stuff for clients and being able to drive so many leads for clients. That's really what I like doing. I like seeing the leads go in and like seeing clients happy. So
yes, I loved Riva. I was so blown away by that thing. That was so amazing. I still try and sell that every day. Anytime I talk to anybody in the real estate industry, I'm like, oh my gosh, no, you've got to see Riva.
We've built out some other flows that are actually working really, really well, and so we're bundling those up. Kind of a Riva 3.0 sort of a deal that's coming out hopefully soon. We're working with Matt Kramer and Shane Hillier. They do a lot of the stuff with the real estate marketing guys. So we're building some good stuff.
Yay. Well, thank you so much for sharing this time with me. I appreciate it. I know there's lots of people out there that are going to be, Braintrust, that's interesting. And hopefully reach out to you. But in the meantime, hey, enjoy your day, my friend.
Thanks.
Enjoy your scotch or your beer tonight. I don't know which one, but
it is 1:30, so it's about time. So.
There you go. Ciao.
All right, bye.
Thanks for listening to the My Chatbot Life podcast. To watch this video chat, visit mychatbotlife.com and get all the rocket boosters you need for your own chatbot success.